On July 19, 1918, Doña Josefa Abella, 60 years old, executed her last will and testament with an attached inventory of her properties in the presence of 3 witnesses who signed with her all the pages of said documents. She died on January 6, 1921. Pedro Unson, the executor appointed in the will, filed in the CFI an application for the probate of the will. The application was opposed by Antonio Abella on the following grounds. One of the pages of the will was not signed by the testatrix nor by the witnesses on the day of the execution of the will. The failure of the proponent to produce one of the attesting witnesses and the inventory of the properties has no attestation clause in it, and its paging is made in Arabic numerals and not in letters. The lower court overruled the opposition of the contestants and ordered the probate of the will and the inventory, holding that both documents contain the true and last will of the deceased Josefa Abella. Issue: whether or not the lower court correctly overruled the opposition and ordered the probate of the will. Ruling: yes. First, with regard to the execution of the will with all the solemnities required by the law, the attesting witnesses Eugenio Zalamea and Gonzalo Abaya clearly testify that together with the other witness to the will, they did sign each and every page of the will and of the inventory in the presence of each other and of the testatrix, as the latter did likewise sign all the pages of the will and of the inventory in their presence. The testimony to the contrary cannot prevail over that of the attesting witnesses. Second, with regard to the omission of the proponent to produce one of the attesting witnesses. During the trial, the proponent stated that they had necessarily omitted the testimony of Pedro de Jesus, one of the persons who appeared to have witnessed the execution of the will, for there were reasonable grounds to believe that said witness was openly hostile to the proponent. The general rule is that where opposition is made to the probate of a will, the attesting witnesses must be produced. But there are exceptions to this rule. For instance, when a witness is dead, or his reputation for truth has been questioned, or when he appears hostile to the cause of the proponent. In such cases, the will may be admitted to probate without the testimony of said witness. If, upon the other proofs adduced in the case, the court is satisfied that the will has been duly executed. And third, with regard to the absence of an attestation clause and the paging made in Arabic numerals and not in letters.